start turning brown. Red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down.
Happy September. Today we have the sheer delight of simply sitting down and just basking that we're here. We've made it to September, the coziest time of the year, and I love to just sort of dream up what we hope and desire this fall season to look like and just share ideas and inspiration. So that's precisely what we're going to do. We have some cinnamon tea, sipping on it. I wasn't sure where I was going to sit down and film this video, but I saw Palmer cozied up on the couch and I said, don't mind if I join you. So we're here. We've pulled out a couple things like this burnt orange fuzzy blanket and this pumpkin mug, and we're feeling giddy. So very thankful to be here. I wrote down just a few ideas, and first and foremost, I love to share my mood board. I love making a mood board, and this, I've been spending quite a bit of time on Pinterest, as I do, and here's mine for this year. We have pumpkins, of course, we have pies, we have some DIYs, we have sweaters, baking, fall leaves, bookstore, apple picking, dreaminess upon dreaminess. And do you see this little graphic? I don't know who made this. I found it on Pinterest, but the little library mushroom edition, I would love to recreate this with our little library. I am trying to brainstorm how in the world I would do this. Last spring, I attempted to do a thatched roof library with faux turf, and it did not turn out very well. So I'm hesitant to even attempt this mushroom situation, but it is just so adorable. If anyone has ideas, please share with me, because how stinking cute would that be? I'll insert a couple pictures of our little library in past fall seasons, so we could do sort of the same thing with the leaves. I think that's nice and really conveys that spirit, because of course, if you aren't familiar, we live in Florida, so we gotta really cultivate the fall season here since it's such a tropical climate, which is why I make it such a moment to celebrate the seasons and really kick off this time of year, even though it's still 90 degrees, still rainy, stormy, sunshiny season, but it's really that way all year round if we're being frank with it. But we do what we can, and I really feel like it's such a beautiful practice to be present in each season that you're in and have those traditions and rhythms that you sort of look forward to. I feel like that just makes life so much more abundant feeling, and like there's always something beautiful on the horizon. So absolutely love to make a moment out of every time of year, and this season especially. Oh, also in the mood board, you may see these pine cone bats. How cute are these? Something I'm really drawn to this year, and that I've just been drawn to more the past few years, is more handmade, homey decor pieces. I feel like that just is what I'm gravitated towards lately. And I actually did go window shopping for the fall season yesterday with my friend Liz. We threw on our festive little vests and perused the shops, and I really didn't find anything. We didn't buy anything the whole day except my press-on nails, which it is what it is. But yeah, that's all we bought, press-on nails, even though we went in with the intention of simply window shopping, but there really wasn't anything that was speaking to us. We did go to the thrift store as well, which is always a fun little treasure hunt, but we left empty-handed, but that was kind of the goal. We did categorize it as window shopping, but we weren't even tempted. I feel like just the DIYs is where my heart is at. So I think those pine cone bats would be a great addition. I need to find some pine cones. That's a fun activity in itself, is going on a walk and searching for pine cones to use for the craft. And I love mushrooms. We actually have a little mushroom patch in our yard right now, which is funny. That hasn't really happened before. I've had them in my garden beds, but in the grass, the mushrooms are popping up. They're like, okay, let's go fall time. That's our version of fall, I suppose. But I think that's what I'm thinking for decor, and I've stated this before, but we have quite a fall collection that I've accumulated through the years, so I feel like just adding those crafty touches is what I'm excited about. And I'm really big on lighting when it comes to this time of year, which reminds me, I want to light the little taper candle holder that I have on the wall behind me. I'm just all about the ambiance, and I actually have an idea to incorporate a little taper candle moment similar to what we have back there, but on the exterior of our home. I feel like that's what I'm excited to do more, is add those little touches into the garden or our porch. So looking forward to that. And as far as fall habits go, just daily or weekly rhythms I want to incorporate this time of year. Absolutely want to read more. That's always something I have on my fall bucket list. I have so many dreamy fall books. A couple falls ago, I read The Hobbit for the first time, and that felt right for fall. It was really, really enjoyable, and I didn't dabble into the rest of the Lord of the Rings series, but I really like that atmosphere. And something that I think I want to do as well is make a Hobbit door wreath, a Hobbit front door wreath, because if you're unfamiliar, the Hobbit door is a circle, so it kind of bodes well for a wreath. You just put the door section in the middle of the wreath, and then you can add little embellishments along the outside rim. So I think I'm gonna do that. I just love it. And even if you're not familiar with the series or the Hobbit story in general, it looks like a little fairy door. So I love that idea. I also want to visit the nature preserve more, because even though we don't have a ton of fall leaves changing and whatnot, I just feel like that's a beautiful practice to spend more time outside as the air crisps up. Take a cup of tea or coffee and walk around the nature preserve. We have so many beautiful places around us, and just getting outside more is absolutely something I want to incorporate. And I also wrote down some notes for hosting and gathering. We have many traditions. I love celebrating the autumnal equinox. I've been celebrating it for about a decade now, I think over a decade, and it's just so exciting. And I believe this year, oh goodness, it kind of varies. Sometimes it's on the 22nd or the 23rd. Let's see what day it is on this year, so we can all mark our calendars. It is on a Monday, I remember that much. It's on the 22nd. So Monday the 22nd is the official start of fall. So last year we did our soup soiree, which was wonderful. And I'm thinking we're gonna do a second annual soup soiree. So essentially for this, I invite friends over and request that they each bring a soup to share. And we taste test all of our soups, chat, enjoy each other's company, and we vote on our favorite soup of the night, and then the winner gets the golden ladle. And then icing on the cake, you are able to pack up any leftovers at the end of the night, hot soup to go, and then you have your meals for like quick lunches throughout the week. So I really love that idea, and it was just so fun. I think I want to do it again. Part of me like wants to challenge my mind and think of something new, but I loved it so much. So I think we'll do that again. And my friend Liz has done a fall bake-off in the past, which is really fun and kind of similar moment in the way that you're gamifying the gathering by having a bake-off or a cook-off or a chili-off, something like that. It's just friendly competition. It makes it a little more fun, and it's nice to have an anchor for your party or gathering where there's some sort of activity or something that brings everyone together, because, you know, if you're bringing together different groups and different friendship circles, I just feel like that is a nice icebreaker to help everyone feel warm and included. So I love that. And then, for the soup soiree, I was just thinking about it this morning, and I want to do a punch, like a punch bowl, but I'm going to label it as our sipping soup sangria. I think, you know, I love an alliteration, so I'm always thinking that way. But I think I'm going to do something like that for the drink this year, which I didn't do last year. So we'll expand upon it, but I think the second annual soup soiree is a must. Oh, and another idea, if you're thinking of fall gatherings, my birthday is actually early November, November 4th. So I think for my birthday, I'm going to do a pie party. I found this invite on Paperless Post. I'll insert the graphic. It's so adorable. it says I wouldn't get pie without my friends, and it's these cute little forest creatures looking absolutely adorable, enjoying slices of pie. And that's like, I want to be part of that. So I think we'll do a pie party where I just source a bunch of pies. I'll try to make some, but probably get some from Whole Foods or something. Maybe make a savory pie, like a chicken pot pie for the dinner portion, and then dessert pies, and just enjoy a lot of pies. In my mood for it, I'll bring it back up. There's this delightful little photo of 3 pies that looked freshly homemade and delicious. So I'm just starting to really like pie. I didn't really care for pie about 3 years ago, but now I can't get enough. So looking forward to that. And we are hoping to go on an autumn getaway as a family this year. We had a little road trip planned last year. I was pretty fresh postpartum. We had our son that July, so he was a little baby, but now we're hoping to go to New England. Again, we went to Vermont a few years ago, which I just switched our wallpaper on our TV to this beautiful artwork that's modeled after a Vermont village. And that trip is really one of our favorite memories. It's just truly a fall haven. So we're hoping to go back there, not to Vermont, but to Maine. So hopefully that works out. I'm a little just like cautiously optimistic because last year it was a pretty rough hurricane season, so we weren't able to go on our fall road trip. We were gonna take this guy, but hopefully we'll be able to do that some other time. But we have so much to look forward to. I'm so incredibly thankful. I plan to decorate our home in a few days. So the decor is still in the garage. We gotta pull it all down, but I am so excited. And again, looking forward to what's to come. I hope you all have a beautiful fall season, and I'm excited to see you next. Bye!